How Bloxburg could have avoided Backlash. Hey evanators, welcome back to my channel. You are now in the basement and you cannot get out until the end of the video. I apologise for the really bad lighting. I can't plug in my ring light because my sister took my extension lead, so we're gonna have to bear with this, okay? I also apologise for not posting as much as I used to. I've had a really busy month. For some reason, I went to the Eras tour, guys. I went to the Eras tour. There's a couple of videos on my Instagram if you want to go look at those. They're in my Eras tour highlight bit. But yeah, it was amazing and I enjoyed it so much. But now I really just want to get back into YouTube because I genuinely love doing it. I've just I kind of lost a bit of motivation because I had things going on and I was planning for things anyway. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is talking about how Bloxburg could have avoided the amount of backlash it had. And if you don't know what backlash it had, you can literally look on my entire page at every point of backlash because there's a lot. So I thought we'd talk about how this could have been avoided. So if you didn't know, Bloxburg put out a little update back in when was it actually? Was it March? I think it was March, and it was the 12.6 update, I think. It was the Job Revamp, and to say that people were unhappy is an understatement. There were riots, there were protests, literally the entire platform of Twitter was blowing up daily and I could barely keep up with it, but somehow I managed to. So basically the main topic of conversation was whether this was fair. It was also to do with the whole fainting thing and stuff like that. So basically the whole topic of conversation was whether revamping all the jobs and making all of the prices change, especially the Pizza Planet delivery job, was fair on players, because most people worked in the the little pizza bike thing as their main job before that update, and to see the amount of money that they were making go down to the same amount as every other job was very demotivating and very annoying. Along with that, there was obviously the fainting feature, which can't be turned off with the Marvelous Moods Game Pass, which is what people would have expected. People obviously spent money on the Game Pass thinking that it would, cure everything to do with your moods, but that was not the case. And this went on for about 3 weeks, and it began dying down a little bit, and then Bloxburg released a statement, basically just trying to explain how the update was fair. Now, I think this was an extremely silly move. They left it for 3 weeks, and then put out a statement about it, which, if they had put out the statement way sooner, maybe a week after the update, I feel like the hate wouldn't have dragged on for so long. But that was just one possibility. I'm going to be talking about what order they should have put all of these updates out in to receive less backlash. The first thing I'll say is that the main thing we should have gotten at the very start was the map revamp. Obviously they've been planning to make Bloxburg free for a while, and I think that to put out all of these other updates before a map revamp is a little bit silly. It would have made sense to do a map revamp first. People would have been so happy with that, and it would have made everything else seem a little bit less significant. After the map revamp, they should have done a job revamp, because I genuinely don't think a job revamp is a bad idea. I mean, yes, the payments were all very unfair, and I'm glad that they've made them more stable now, but I feel like they should have made everything the equivalent to the old Pizza Planet job instead of making it lower, because I feel like that's the main thing that annoyed people. Along with this, there should have been a fainting Game Pass thing, maybe. I mean, I know that there's the Marvelous Mood thing, but I feel like the fainting thing is kind of a little bit separate to that, so I feel like if they wanted a little bit less backlash, they could have done a separate fainting Game Pass, and then obviously kept the perks for the Marvelous Moods things that you get with the whole fainting feature and stuff like that. Then, once the entire game is revamped, that's when they should have made Bloxburg free. I feel like they made Bloxburg free when it wasn't really in its supreme best state that it could have been in. And I think that's one of the main mistakes, because as we've seen, the player count is still it's still not as big as you would have expected, especially since now everybody on Roblox can play the game. You'd expect at least 100,000 people to be on at all times, when it's like one of the main games on Roblox. But it just isn't. There was around 40 people on a Friday night, which is really strange because normally on a Friday night everybody's home from school, everybody's on Bloxburg or Roblox, so you'd expect people to be on the game, but it just wasn't. But yeah, so I think releasing those things in their order would have made a lot more sense, especially for free players as well, because it would have made the game so much more simple and more visually aesthetic, I suppose. I mean, I know it's not like a really aesthetic game, but like they're joining Bloxburg now, seeing that half of the map is revamped and the other half isn't, like Bloxy Burgers. Like if they went into the town, Bloxy Burgers would be looking absolutely incredible and the rest of them would just be looking like a little pile of poop on the floor. But yeah, I don't think any of the updates so far have really been like bad ideas. I just feel like they've not been executed as good as they could have been. I think that another point I would have to make is that they should start putting out updates that the community wants. They need to start checking their social medias. I know that they have people to do this for them. They have Lil Marie and Brampy. Sorry. It just went out my head for a minute then. But those are like the community managers. So they take what you guys are saying and they forward it over to the actual developers of the game who, you know, do all of the game stuff. There's also content creators along with that, but I can't really blame the content creators at all. I mean, literally all the content creators do is put your ideas forward. They have no say in what goes into the game and what doesn't. They can literally just say, hey, recently people have been asking for a school, maybe you should add one, and that's it. That's all they can do. They are kind of in the same boat as us. All they're doing is giving feedback and hoping that their ideas get heard. The same as us, except from they have like a closer contact with the devs. So yeah, I feel like the main thing you should be doing if you want something added into the game is to contact one of the content creators. Now I know that Glossy and Peachy Lexi have like little tabs in their Discord server or channels in their Discord server where you can input update suggestions. So I'd definitely go and check those out if you maybe want your suggestion to be heard from somebody that is closer to the devs. But I will say this on a little positive note because I haven't made a video about it. The camping update, in my opinion, was really, really cute. I actually really like it. I love like the fireflies and stuff. I genuinely think it's a really good update. And I feel like the effort was really put into that. There was a lot of items and I just really like it. I was really happy to see it, but I don't know how other people feel about it. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I had a little look when I got back and I think it's really cute. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think Bloxburg or the Bloxburg developers could have done differently in this whole situation to, you know, prevent the backlash that they had in the game, because it, as a Bloxburg player, it was really like stressful and kind of like weird seeing all of the commotion go on online. It was a weird situation and I feel like it could have been executed better, but let me know what you think down in the comments. You know, I'm always interested to hear everybody's opinions. Anyways, evanators, you are now released from the basement. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. It means the absolute world to me. Be sure to like, comment and share this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure to check out the links in my description if you want to find any of my other social medias or chat to me. I love you all so much. Have an amazing day or night. Bye guys. Oh, I have missed doing that outro. I've really missed it.